Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene, and today is history for the Uncle Show because this is the first time we'll be doing two episodes in one day. Okay, remember, this is something I do for fun. I think it's important. I believe, again, that this show is for the chronically ignored. For those of us screaming from the mountaintops, look, this is what we want, and just being ignored or treated like we don't care. Okay, so keeping that in mind, the reason I'm doing a second show today is because, by popular request, thank you for all my subscribers out there, and thank you, Debbie. This show is about misogyny, okay? And it's important to talk about that because after, the House did its thing and, passed the Epstein files vote for the files to be released, Cadet Bone Spurs was on Air Force One heading to Florida, of course. And one of the reporters, a true journalist, asked a journalistic question about how he feels about the files being released. And you can tell the dude is misogynistic, period, full stop. His response by Quiet Piggy, now seeing me, you're not going to throw me off the airplane. I know me, I would have responded back with, answer the question, fatso. But, I'm not a paid journalist. I don't have to answer to anyone. And I don't care if I insult the President of the United States because obviously he doesn't care about me or you and insults us on a daily basis. So that's just my opinion and Gene's take. And I would have loved to seen that from the journalist, okay? But then again, now let's continue because this is not just a one-off. He also had the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, at the White House, rolled out the red carpet for him. And another female journalist asked the tough questions, like, why are you here? You've been accused of murdering Jamal Khashoggi, one of our fellow brother reporters for the Washington Post. She was from ABC, but they're journalists. Think of it like the NBA, okay? You have, 30 some different teams in the league now, and you all play against each other, but you're in a league, you're a brotherhood, you're a fraternity, because very few people can say they've competed at that level. And that's how I look at this. So when she asked the question about that, Trump immediately jumps to his defense, tells her she's a horrible person, she asked terrible questions, and why? Why would he be able to get away with that? Now you tell me, any other president, I don't care, pick one, that would have been allowed to say that to a journalist without some pushback. So the guy is a total bully, misogynist. He does not care for anyone but himself. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to read off the definition of misogyny according to Webster's. And it's a hatred, aversion to, or prejudice against women. And you can tell that's how he feels by the questions he asks and how he responds to them. He doesn't do that with anybody else except women. Because also in the White House, in the Oval Office, Garrett Haake was asking him tough questions, and he totally was a different person because it was a man asking him those questions. So if you're a woman that has any self-respect, look in the mirror and ask yourself why you support someone that would do that to you if that was you in their shoes. Okay? It's sickening. I personally put the guy below a pedestal. He belongs under the foundation of a jail. And I would, again, just love to know your thoughts. But that got under my skin because that's not how a real man acts. A real man looks to take responsibility, not point blame. So Yes, I'm calling you not a man, Cadet Bone Spurs. You're a fat bitch, and I have no respect for you. And I know a majority of Americans feel the same way. So, again, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and leave your comments in the comments section below. As always, treat each other the way you want to be treated. If you don't want someone calling you quiet piggy, then don't say it to somebody else. I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. Until next time.